This segment is sponsored by Pepsi.
The Little Hercules Foundation has a big event coming up to help kids suffering from Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So to tell us all about the event is the COO, Justin Rezcali. How are you, Justin?
Great, Cameron. How are you?
Good. So first tell us about the Little Hercules Foundation.
Little Hercules Foundation was formed in 2013 here in Dublin, a local organization that raises money to fund research and therapies for Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Duchenne muscular dystrophy is a genetic defect, mostly affecting boys. It's an X chromosome defect, so kids with this defect don't produce a protein called dystrophin, and without the protein dystrophin, boys, their muscles become inflamed, their muscle fibers break down and turn into fatty tissue, eventually causing them not to be able to walk, move any of their muscles, eventually die in their mid-20s of heart or lung failure. So Duchenne is a 100% fatal muscle disease.
Well, you have a big motivation and a reason to support this cause, and what is that?
So in summer 2015, our then 4-year-old son Alex was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's really just a terrible diagnosis. It's the worst day of your life. You get this phone call and your whole life changes, and you go from having a little boy who's running around your house, who's happy, has his whole life in front of him, to finding out when you start researching what this exactly means, that you find out that Duchenne's 100% fatal. At the time, there's no cure, no approved treatments, and it just really was a really hard day for us. And so we wanted to get involved in fighting this disease and helping other families. And so what we found out here in Columbus is a Nationwide Children's Hospital has a great neuromuscular clinic. And what we found from there was there's a ton of research and therapies that are coming to fruition. In fact, our son is now on a therapy that was in clinical trial. It's now approved by the FDA. So he gets a treatment every single week. It's not a cure, but we hope it slows down his progression. And so when you look at the research where it stands today, kids today can have a different life. And there are some really great therapies that are still emerging right now in clinical trial and still in research. So Little Hercules Foundation helps fund some of that research and get those therapies into trial.
And Justin, obviously you're raising money for research, but you're also helping families in the same situation, right?
So as the Little Hercules Foundation has grown, we actually have started a family assistance program. And there's really two things the family assistance program does. One is it pushes insurance companies to cover children now with the therapies that are emerging that are commercially available on the market. So we fight those policies to make sure that those kids can get access to treatment. And we also help supply accessibility equipment if they need help with a van or a lift or a wheelchair, anything like that, but we do that nationwide. That's not just a local program we have. We have families all throughout the country that contact us and we help them.
Yeah, and the Golf Classic is coming up, which is a great way for people to support. It's raised so many funds already. Talk about that.
This is our 4th year coming up. We use 2 courses here in Powell, Saturday Reserve and Kinsale. We've had tremendous turnout. We have about 200 golfers. We have some great supporters and vendors that come out. On the golf course, we'll have food and beverage out there, a bunch of food stations, that's all included. And this year we're really excited. We've had some great honorary chairpersons, keynote speakers before. In the past, we've had Chris Holtman last year, who's the coach of the High State men's basketball team. And this year we have Urban and Shelley Meyer coming out to kind of come out to dinner and talk about the importance to pay forward and their experiences with Duchenne and what they've seen in their lives.
That's fantastic. So when is the tournament coming up?
So the tournament is Monday, September 30th. It's a 10 a.m. shotgun at both courses. And the dinner will be back at Saturday Reserve if you are over at Kinsale. And it's going to be a great fun day. We've tried to put on a premier golf outing, and we try to keep the price as low as we can.
Well, I know we have a great community of support. A lot of people watching right now are already jumping to their phone to figure out, or on website to figure out how they can be a part of this or help support Little Hercules. What ways can they go about?
So the best way to go is to find us on the internet at littleherculesfoundation.org. There is, we just did our website 3 years ago. It is chock full of information about Duchenne muscular dystrophy, the stories of these kids, the therapies that are emerging, and then there's a help page. You can go out and, clearly we're looking for funds to raise money for research. So we're looking for funds, any kind of items we can auction. We're looking for volunteers and certainly people to come out to our events. We have a golf classic here in the fall. We have a 5K, 10K in the Dublin area in the spring. So there's lots of ways that they can get involved, and there's lots of ways that they can find that help on the website.
A lot of ways, and I know your family story is inspiring a lot of people to support. So Justin, thank you for sharing it with us today. And congratulations on another golf classic. That's very exciting.
We're really excited, and we're gonna have a great day out here.
It's gonna be a great day. Justin, thank you. If you want to be part of it, to support in any way, please do so. Visit littleherculesfoundation.org.